let me ask you something that might surprise you. When you think about building strong muscles, what's the first food that pops into your mind? For most of us, the answer comes automatically. Eggs, right? For generations, we've been told that eggs are the ultimate protein source, the gold standard by which everything else is measured. And don't get me wrong, eggs are genuinely nutritious. But what if I told you there's a tiny, unassuming seed that not only packs more protein gram for gram than eggs, but also delivers a combination of nutrients that eggs simply cannot match? I'm Dr. Elena Carter, a physician with over 10 years of experience specializing in health and quality of life for people over 50. Today, I'm going to reveal not just one, but several seeds that challenge everything you thought you knew about protein. And by the end of this video, I'll introduce you to the #1 champion, a powerhouse seed that could completely transform how you nourish your muscles. Stay with me because we're also going to talk about a silent threat that starts robbing your strength as early as your 30s, and I'll show you exactly how these seeds can help you fight back. Before we dive into these incredible seeds, we need to address something serious, a quiet enemy that steals our strength, mobility, and independence, almost without us noticing. This thief has a name: sarcopenia. You might think this sounds like a hospital condition or something that only affects the very elderly, but the truth hits much closer to home. Sarcopenia is simply the loss of muscle mass and strength that comes with aging. And here's the shocking part: it doesn't start at 80. Scientific research is crystal clear on this. Starting around age 30, if we do nothing to prevent it, we can begin losing between 3 and 5% of our muscle mass every single decade. After 60, the process accelerates dramatically, with losses potentially reaching 3% annually. Take a moment to really think about what this means. This isn't about vanity or having a flat stomach or magazine cover biceps. This is about something far more fundamental. Losing muscle means losing your quality of life. It's when grocery bags suddenly feel heavier than they used to. It's when climbing a flight of stairs leaves you breathless. It's when getting up from a chair requires an effort you never noticed before. It's losing your balance more easily, which multiplies your risk of falls and fractures that can completely alter your life. Your muscles are your armor, your engine. Healthy muscle burns more calories even while you're resting, helping you keep excess weight and type 2 diabetes at bay. They're your amino acid reserve, crucial for your immune system to function properly and for you to recover from illness or surgery. In simple terms, they're your fountain of youth. And if you're younger and active, this matters tremendously to you too. Every time you hit the gym, go for a run, or have a physically demanding day, you create tiny tears in your muscle fibers. That's actually good. It's the signal your body needs to become stronger. But for that reconstruction to happen, your body needs the right raw materials, the building blocks. Those blocks are amino acids, the components of protein. Without adequate protein, both in quantity and quality, that recovery remains incomplete. You feel more sore, more fatigued, and you don't see progress. So whether you're looking to combat the effects of aging or maximize your physical performance, the key question is always the same. Are you giving your body the right protein? This is where eggs enter the picture, and where our story gets really interesting. Let's be fair about this. Eggs have earned their reputation through merit. They're nutritious, affordable, and incredibly versatile in cooking. When we talk about egg protein, it's nearly perfect. One large egg, about 50 grams, gives you roughly 6 to 7 grams of protein. That works out to about 13 grams of protein per 100 grams of egg. But the most important factor isn't quantity, it's quality. Egg protein is complete, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids that our bodies cannot manufacture and must obtain from food. Additionally, our bodies absorb and utilize it remarkably well, with incredible efficiency. For all these reasons, eggs were crowned king, and for a long time, nobody dared to question it. But this is where we need to introduce a new concept: protein density. In other words, how much protein does a food deliver per gram of its weight? And it's in this arena where the mighty egg begins to falter against some unexpected rivals. Now let's be honest, nobody eats 100 grams of seeds in one sitting, whereas it's easy to eat 2 eggs, which equals 100 grams. A typical serving of seeds is 2 or 3 tablespoons, about 20 to 30 grams. But what I'm going to demonstrate is that if you incorporate these seeds intelligently into your daily routine, you can not only match, but actually exceed the protein contribution you thought only eggs could provide, while simultaneously adding a wealth of nutrients that eggs simply don't contain. So get ready. We're starting a countdown journey, climbing the scale of power from very good seeds all the way to number one, the one that truly deserves the crown. Let's begin with a tiny but legendary seed. Chia, which means strength in the Mayan language, was the fuel of Aztec messengers and warriors. They believed a single spoonful was enough to sustain them for 24 hours. Obviously, that's an exaggeration, but it gives you an idea of how nutrient-dense it is. In terms of protein, chia contains about 16 to 17 grams per 100 grams, already surpassing the 13 grams found in eggs. But we need to be precise here. Although its amino acid profile is fantastic, it's not considered a complete protein because it's slightly low in an amino acid called lysine. This isn't a major problem if you maintain a varied diet where you get lysine from other sources, but it's important to know. Where chia truly shines is in its fiber content. When you mix it with water or milk, something magical happens. It absorbs up to 12 times its weight and forms a gel. This gel keeps you full for longer periods, stabilizes your blood sugar, and hydrates you from within, something crucial after exercise. We can't forget its omega-3 fats, which are excellent for combating inflammation generated by stress, exercise, and poor diet. How do you use it? The easiest method is making a pudding. 3 tablespoons of chia in a cup of plant-based milk. Add a touch of sweetness if you want. Refrigerate overnight. And by morning, you have a creamy, powerful breakfast. You can also add a spoonful to your smoothies, yogurt, or oatmeal. Chia is a fantastic starting point, but this is just the beginning. Moving up a level, our next contender is flaxseed. With about 18 to 20 grams of protein per 100 grams, it again surpasses eggs. Like chia, technically it's not a complete protein because it's also low in lysine, but in a balanced diet, this isn't a significant issue. Where flaxseed truly stands out is in 2 areas. First, its richness in fiber, which is wonderful for digestive health, but its real superpower lies in lignans. Flaxseed is the richest source on the planet of these compounds. Lignans are phytoestrogens that help balance hormones, and numerous studies link them to reduced risk of certain cancers like breast and prostate cancer. Additionally, like chia, it's loaded with omega-3s, beneficial for heart and brain health. One crucial detail: to take advantage of all this, you must consume ground flaxseed. If you eat it whole, it passes through your system undigested and you absorb nothing. Buy it already ground and store it in the refrigerator, or better yet, grind small amounts every few days with a coffee grinder. How do you use it? Just as easily, 1 or 2 tablespoons of ground flaxseed in your smoothie, yogurt, or salads. A simple gesture that adds protein, fiber, and unique hormonal support. Now we're entering heavyweight territory. Sunflower seeds, which we often consume as a simple snack, are a nutritional powerhouse. With an impressive 21 grams of protein per 100 grams, they leave eggs far behind. Again, to be transparent, their protein is somewhat low in lysine, so it complements wonderfully with other foods. But the real value of sunflower seeds for your muscles isn't just in the protein, it's in their protective capacity. They're one of the best sources of vitamin E, an incredibly powerful antioxidant. Think of it this way: when you exercise, your body generates free radicals, molecules that damage your muscle cells and delay recovery. Vitamin E acts like your muscle's bodyguard, neutralizing these harmful molecules and protecting your cells. Additionally, they're extremely rich in selenium, a mineral that's also an antioxidant and helps your thyroid function properly, regulating your metabolism. And if that weren't enough, they give you a good dose of magnesium, the relaxation mineral. Magnesium helps your muscles relax after contracting, prevents cramps, and improves sleep, which is when you truly repair and grow. How do you enjoy them? Raw or lightly toasted without overdoing the salt. They're a perfect snack. Add them to salads for a crunchy touch, or try sunflower seed butter as an alternative to peanut butter. If sunflower seeds were the shield, pumpkin seeds are the forge. These green gems are nutritionally insane, with protein content ranging from 19 to an impressive 30 grams per 100 grams. Some very specific processed varieties can reach 33, but the normal range is already more than double that of eggs. Although not a complete protein, it's very rich in certain amino acids like arginine, which improves blood flow and helps nutrients reach your muscles more effectively. But where pumpkin seeds become a true superfood for strength is in their minerals. They're one of the best plant sources of magnesium and zinc. We've already discussed magnesium, but it's absolutely key. If you feel tired, experience cramps, or sleep poorly, you may very well be deficient. Zinc is the mineral of strength and immunity. It's vital for wound healing, including your muscles, for your immune system, and very importantly, it participates in the production of hormones like testosterone, fundamental for building and maintaining muscle mass. How to use them? Sprinkle them on everything. Buy them raw and without shells and add them to vegetable soups, salads, yogurt, or eat them by the handful. Prepare yourself because this one comes straight from the heart of the Peruvian Amazon rainforest. Sacha inchi, or Inca peanut, is a star-shaped seed that indigenous cultures have been consuming for centuries for its power, and the numbers confirm it. Sacha inchi contains between 25 and 30 grams of protein per 100 grams, more than double that of eggs. And here's the good part. Its protein is complete. It has all 9 essential amino acids in fantastic proportions. Moreover, it digests wonderfully. Your body utilizes it superbly without the heaviness that other proteins sometimes cause. It's ideal for after training when you need nutrients to reach your muscles as quickly as possible. And as if that weren't enough, it's one of the richest plant sources of omega-3, with an almost perfect balance with omega-6, which helps keep inflammation in check. How do you consume it? Most commonly, you'll find it roasted. It has an incredible flavor and makes a perfect snack. It's also sold as protein powder for smoothies or as oil for dressing salads. Don't heat it as high temperatures damage its beneficial fats. Sacha inchi is a very serious contender for the throne. It's almost the perfect seed. Almost, because we have one more, the #1 champion that has it all. We've journeyed from the Aztecs to the Amazon. We've found seeds that give us endurance, balance, protection, and strength. But the moment has arrived to present the undisputed queen, the seed that occupies the top spot and is probably the most potent and complete plant protein source for your muscles, the hemp seed. And forget any prejudice you might have, we're talking about seeds, a legal, safe superfood with nutritional power that seems otherworldly. First, the numbers, which are brutal. Hemp seeds contain between 31 and 35 grams of protein per 100 grams. Stop for a moment to think about this. That's almost 3 times more protein than the same amount of egg. Obviously, as we mentioned, portion size matters, but 3 tablespoons of hulled hemp seeds, about 30 grams, give you between 10 and 11 grams of protein. That's equivalent to almost 2 large eggs in just 3 tablespoons. But quantity without quality means nothing, and this is where hemp truly shines. Its protein isn't just complete with all 9 essential amino acids. It's also incredibly easy to digest for a plant source. This is because its protein, called edestin, is very similar to the proteins we have in our bodies, so it's absorbed remarkably easily without causing bloating or discomfort. This makes it perfect for after training or for older adults. But a healthy muscle needs more than protein, and hemp knows this. It's one of the few seeds with the golden ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 fats, a 3-to-1 ratio that's the ideal balance for fighting inflammation. And the list continues. It's a spectacular source of minerals like magnesium, zinc, and iron. Now the million-dollar question. Does this have anything to do with marijuana? The answer is an emphatic no. The seeds come from industrial hemp, a variety of the cannabis sativa plant that's cultivated for its seeds and fibers and has virtually 0 levels of THC, the psychoactive compound, legally below 0.3%. It's completely safe and healthy for all ages. Hemp is the complete package, more protein of the highest quality, super digestible, with perfect anti-inflammatory fats, and loaded with minerals. And how do you start using this superfood? It's incredibly easy. They're sold hulled, called hemp hearts, and have a soft texture and delicious flavor similar to pine nuts and walnuts. In smoothies, add 2 or 3 tablespoons to your shake. It will give it incredible creaminess and a protein boost. Sprinkled on top, add a spoonful to your avocado toast, yogurt, salad, or vegetable soup. It elevates any dish. Homemade hemp milk. Blend 1 part seeds with 4 parts water. You'll have a super nutritious plant milk, and you don't even need to strain it. In pestos or dressings, substitute the pine nuts in your pesto with hemp hearts. It comes out creamier and more protein-rich. Imagine a bowl of oatmeal with a tablespoon of hemp, 1 of chia, and a handful of pumpkin seeds. Without even realizing it, you've prepared a breakfast with more protein, fiber, and healthy fats than any other, laying the foundation for a day of strength and energy. If this has opened your eyes and you want to keep discovering nature's secrets to enhance your body, join this community. subscribe to the channel now and turn on that notification bell, because in upcoming videos, we're going to continue unveiling tools like these so you can take control of your well-being. And now I want to hear from you. Leave a comment down below. Did you know about the power of hemp? Which of these seeds surprised you most, and are you going to start trying? Your questions and discoveries are what make this worthwhile. Finally, if you've thought of a friend or family member who's always tired, who wants to regain their strength, or who could simply benefit from knowing this, do them a favor and share this video with them. A small gesture could be the first step in changing someone's life. So we've challenged the king, the egg, and we've seen that although it's good, its reign has serious competition. We discovered the endurance of chia, the hormonal balance of flaxseed, the antioxidant shield of sunflower, and the mineral strength of pumpkin. We traveled to the Amazon to meet the complete protein of sacha inchi, but in the end, one seed stood out above all others. The hemp seed, with its brutal protein density, its perfect amino acid profile, its incredible digestibility, and its ideal fat balance, is crowned the undisputed champion for caring for and building your muscles. Nature gives us incredibly powerful tools. Slowing down the passage of time, recovering vitality, and building a strong, resilient body is within your reach. It's not about restricting, it's about adding, about intelligently including superfoods that give you maximum benefit in every bite. Don't wait until tomorrow. Start today. Go to the store, look for these seeds, and add a spoonful of power to your next meal. Your muscles will thank you for it.